Hi guys, this is Gar Guy UK. So what I wanted to show you today is my Nissan Qashqai. So I've had this car for a few weeks now, so what I thought I would do is tell you my likes and dislikes. It's mostly a positive experience. It is one of the best cars that I have owned and I really enjoy driving it. As you can see as we spin round the car, it's absolutely stunning. The colour is beautiful, it's magnetic blue and it's a Techno trim. The paintwork is fantastic, it just really shines really nicely in the sun. It's a gorgeous colour. So I do recommend, if you are going to pick up a new Qashqai, you do look at this colour. So I'm going to talk you through my likes and dislikes, so let's get into it. What I want to do is talk about the design first of all. That's a massive positive for the new Nissan Qashqai. It looks gorgeous. I really do like these rear lights. They do wrap around the car very nicely. So if we move along the back of the car, as you can see, there's the new Nissan logo. And again, focusing on those lovely lights at the back that do wrap around the side of the car also, and they're LED lights as well. And as you can see, it gives the back end of the car a really nice look. I really do like this light design. So that's the back of the car. As you can see, I also like the creases of the car, so the one along the bottom. It gives a really modern look. And again, the one along the top, running all the way from the back, all the way to the front. It gives a real muscular look to the car. And this portion of the car, I love how you've got Qashqai logo on the front embossed into the bodywork. It looks really premium. So here's the new Nissan logo on the front of the car. Just below it you can see the camera there. Again, it looks really classy compared with some of the older badges. And as you can see, the front of the car looks really aggressive with the big grille. It looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. And again, the light cluster at the front. The boomerang headlights. They're all LED, and again, they look really, really nice. It's a really nice design, the front of the car. I think it looks really muscular and modern. We've got the alloys, 19-inch alloys on Continental tyres. Again, the alloy design looks really nice on the Techno trim. And I also do like the side profile back end of the car. I think it looks really smart and modern and very streamlined. You can get a lot of cars with an ugly rear end, but I do think this is particularly nice on the new Nissan Qashqai. Okay, and moving on to my first dislike. So when you get in the car and turn it on, you get this seatbelt symbol come on the cockpit, and it stays for around 30 seconds. And it is quite annoying that if you just want to get in the car and set off, you have to wait for that to disappear automatically. I do think they could allow it to be shorter, or you even to have the option to make it shorter. I do think 30 seconds is quite long, and it does quite annoy me. I just want to see my car information straight away like this. Okay, another like of mine, the automatic tailgate boot. So you just kick your foot if you've got your hands full and the car opens. And then you kick your foot again to make the boot close automatically, so you don't need to use your hands. It is a really great feature, and one that I do use quite a lot, getting the dog in and out of the boot. So here we have another dislike, and it's the door bins. So as you can see, this is the back door bin. It's not very big, at all. There's no felt in the bottom to stop anything rattling about should you put it in, so the size in the back's quite disappointing. Again, the one in the front is also quite disappointing. There's no felt in the bottom or anything soft to stop sort of keys or money rolling about to stop it making a noise. And as you can see, I've got a sunglasses case in there and a little pot. And again, not much room, you can't really fit much in there. Okay, so one of the best features on this car, and one of my favourite likes, is the panoramic roof. And you get this on the Techno trim and above. I think you might be able to add it as an option on a lower spec, but it definitely comes standard Techno and above. Just look at how much light it lets in. It really is lovely sitting in the car and driving it on a nice sunny day when the sun's shining down. And it does have a blind in case you want to cover it up and it's too hot, but it floods the cabin with light, and it really is one of my favourite features. People are really impressed by it when they sit in the car, and it is a good talking point. And on the top of the car as well, it looks really nice, so it makes it look like you've got a black roof. So yes, a panoramic roof is a must in my opinion. Okay, so the next feature, ambient lighting. As you can see, look, there's a tiny little flash there in the distance. You'll see it more when the car is on at night. So you have a little bit there that runs along the top of the door. You do have a little bit that runs along around the gear stick, as you can see, the little white edge in there, and also again along the other side of the door. That's the only ambient lighting in this car. You can't change the colour, and it's nowhere else to be seen. It is quite poor if you look at some of the other cars in this class, like the Peugeot 3008. Okay, so we've got the head-up display next. And then on the inside there's a projector. That's where it sits, and it projects onto the windscreen. So it projects all manner of information on there, so your speed, what the speed should be. If we have a bit of a zoom in, you'll be able to see it. It doesn't do it justice on camera. It really is a large screen. I think it's 10 inches, so it's really large and bright when you're sitting in the car, and it's very clear as well. And it tells you what music you're listening to, and also your directions if you've got your sat nav working. So it is a great feature where you don't have to take your eyes off the road and you can just use this display. They really are good, and I do recommend, if you can get a car with one, then you do it. Okay, and just going back to the boot, what I really dislike is the beep when you open it and close it. It's quite loud, so you can imagine at night time if you're trying to be discreet and your neighbours hear the beep. Yeah, there's no way to turn it off. Again, a feature I don't like. Okay, next we've got the charging pad, the wireless charging. I really like this. I think this should be in every car because everyone's got a mobile phone and needs to charge it on the go. So yeah, I think it's a really good feature, and the Nissan Qashqai has got a great wireless charging pad. This is a real bugbear of mine. You get a privacy notice that comes on every time you start the car, and you have to accept or decline it. Nissan say it's because they don't know who's driving the car and they need to get your permission because it's a connected car. They have to get your permission for privacy reasons, but I'm the only one that drives the car, so Nissan, you need to listen to people, and if that's the case, give them the option to turn it on and off, because it's really annoying that you have to do this every time you get in the car. But I don't think Nissan will change it. And finally, I want to talk about the infotainment screens and the cockpit screens. They're a really big plus for this car. They're both 12.3 inches. I've done a video on both of the screens, so I will put a link to those videos so you can go back and watch them. So the infotainment screen, it's really big, it's really clear, it's got wireless Apple CarPlay, everything you should need. So you can access everything to do with CarPlay, so all the maps, your Apple Music, all the different apps that you might need. So yeah, it's a really good piece of kit, and as I say, with it being wireless CarPlay, it just automatically connects to your car as soon as you get in. Stick your phone on the charging pad and off you go. A really great feature, don't even have to think about connectivity, it just works. And again, the cockpit screen is just really clear and it's great to look at. It's a really nice screen with lots of information. So yeah, that's my likes and dislikes of the Nissan Qashqai. If you've liked this video, please do like, and please do subscribe to the channel if you like this content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.